We are now streaming live on Facebook. Although there's always a delay and I have to catch it because then you'll hear my voice echo from the Facebook page, which Facebook, if you're listening, you need to do something about that. There we go. I just muted myself. So I am here with Angie, and we have an exciting day to talk about certain things. And I'm going to hold off on saying just yet. But just the conversation we had, I love your mission. I love what you're doing for personal reasons, for what I've seen out in the world and what people are dealing with. So I'm very excited to talk to you about that, and getting your word out and just getting to know you better. So tell us, Angie, a little bit about you and what you're doing so that people don't have to deal with my vagueness.
That's okay. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's great to be here. So, my name is Angie Devi. I am first and foremost a meditation coach, but my speciality is narcissistic abuse recovery. So, my mission is to help professional women overcome the effects of narcissistic abuse, including anxiety, gaslighting, and just the everyday triggering, which is like super, super like powerful. Unfortunately, it has a really strong hold on you for a really long time. The PTSD carries for many, many years, even after having no contact with a narcissist. So it's really important that survivors are aware of the implications of being involved with them, and of course, what it takes to really break free. So my mission is to give them emotional freedom so they can feel safe and find trust and harmony in future relationships, which is possible for everyone.
That is so amazing, and I love hearing it. And I told you that this hits home for me. And up until a few years ago, I didn't even know what gaslighting was until somebody else pointed out that the person I was dating was gaslighting me. And when I started to look into what that was and going, holy crap, he is gaslighting me. And then recognizing the behaviors that also were triggering me, not even aware, because they were so similar to my father, who
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
narcissist. And so all of a sudden, I was like, oh my God, I'm dating somebody like my father
yeah,
without the
exactly.
intention of doing that and not even recognizing that pattern. And so it was really eye opening for me. And I think this is amazing work that you're doing because, I'm in my 40s and just recognizing it, in the past few years, what that looked like. And so I know there are people out there who don't know that they're even possibly in an abusive relationship with a narcissist, and just thinking that that is the norm. So it's so important what you're doing, and that you're able to help free somebody from carrying that, because it is burdensome. um,
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it can affect your relationships because you attract what you know. And I
Mhm.
learned that the hard way. So it's so inspiring to see that you can help in that area.
So, I mean, well, there's just like a couple of things that I just wanted to touch on what you just said, Diva, because it's the fact that what you said, there is a lack of awareness. So when you're tangled into a relationship with a gaslighter, you're none the wiser, because obviously the whole time that you're in the dynamic, they're tearing away at your self-esteem, so you're losing your sense of sanity and self, and
Yeah.
then you're at the mercy of their reasoning and reckoning and their conviction, which they are so convincing because they're master manipulators, right? So then the whole dynamic just gets bad to worse, and before you know it, you're completely under their spell.
Yeah.
And the other thing we said is crucial. It's not just the narcissist that you have to recover from. It's almost every single person that preceded that dynamic where you have been gaslighted. And one of the reasons for that is you are attracting familiarity. So just like so much stuff that you just covered, your awareness is astounding. Of course, like your personal experience. So yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing, just my own steps through healing. I had to go back and sort of reassess my relationship with my dad my entire life. and being able to look at certain things going, oh my God, he was totally gaslighting us, or he was totally manipulating the situation, or right. So I'm seeing things through different eyes, but it's also helping me go back and heal because I'm seeing the truth in it, and understanding things from a different perspective, which, it's hard, but it's helpful. And so, the work that you're doing, I think, is so pivotal, um, or not pivotal. What's the word? No, that's the word I want. Just it's really important because there are so many people, and I know people dealing with a narcissist at this time, like even currently. And whether they're aware or not, it eats at you. And there's even people can have relationships with narcissists, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. it there's a lot of them in the workforce as well.
Yeah. So like,
And
yeah, so like one of the ways that we look at narcissism is the fact that they're compartmentalized, and the whole sort of dynamics or the modus operandi of the narcissist is to secure what's known as supply, which is basically fuel for their survival. And they seek it out in terms of like admiration, just attention, and your energy. So this is where it's confusing for a lot of people, because it's not necessarily positive energy. There's not love and romance and happiness all the time. It could just be an argument, but because they know that you're kind of under their control and you're easily affected by them, that's enough for them. That to them, that's great supply quality, because you use that all the time. So
it's true. Yeah, very true. Sorry, my dog is my protector, and it doesn't matter if it's,
joining lunch.
yeah. Unfortunately, I have a very large window here, and he can see out of it. So anything that moves outside, he's got to protect me against. Um, where was he when I was dating the narcissist?
I know, right? That's it.
So you're just starting your business, correct?
Well, this is the craziest thing, Diva, because I've actually been doing this for about 10 years. I've been raising awareness for narcissistic abuse for 10 years. I always describe myself as one of the most experienced abuse recovery coaches you can find that you've never heard of,
Yeah.
because although I rock at this area of working or helping women overcome this, meditation coaching, my business acumen was literally non-existent, because like yourself, I had a job in local government for about 10 years before in the well-being space. So it's like, I've very, very slowly built it, and over the last year, I've started to get clients coming in, but it's really, this business is a new territory for me, to go from a 9 to 5 to, managing yourself has been a challenge. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I,
It most definitely is. And
yeah,
things change. Well, a lot of things change due to COVID, because
yeah,
all of a sudden you're
yeah.
not meeting with people face to face, you're having to go online. So is that where you're at? Is like in
That's,
terms of building an online following and
yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, I'm just like getting to that point where I'm building the following, because it's like, though I've had clients come in, it was one of those, they kind of knew where to find me, and they got lucky, and they come to my workshop, so they find out about me, but I don't really have a following at all. Many people don't know about me, so like obviously you haven't. So yeah, it would be great to get some direction and some traction going, for sure, to reach out and share my message, of course, and change lives, which is obviously what we're about, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That is exactly what you need. So let me ask, do you have a Facebook group? Did you create a Facebook group?
I did. I created one last year, so I've got about 120 members in there.
Okay.
But there's a knack to it, isn't it? You've got to keep it engaged. You've got to be visible all the time, and it was just like executing that in the right way. The clients I was targeting wasn't really obvious. Obviously that's a whole new arena that I had to learn about getting the right clients. And now that I'm really clear about the kind of people I want to work with, that's fine tuned. So I just feel like it's work in progress all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would consider myself new in the game for that reason, because I don't have consistency in my game.
Awesome. Okay, well, this is exactly my forte, and this is where I'm excited to work with you, because, like I said, we need to get your message out there. So you've got a Facebook group, that's awesome, and you've got people in there, that's awesome. How you serve a Facebook group, you know, it's a work in progress, right? Because you're always thinking, okay, how best can I serve? And that's what I ask myself every day when I get up. How best can I serve today? So what can I do in my group? What can I do for my clients, my people, that allows me to be able to help in any way I can? And so whatever comes to you after asking that question, apply it to your group. How best can you give information, help them in any way, guide them in a meditation, right? And so this is how the hot seat was born, because I was like, how best can I serve? And, I saw something similar in another group, and I thought that's actually a great idea, because it gives me an opportunity to do what I love and how I can help individually. It shows people who tune in what I do and how I can help. And every hot seat has been different, which I love, but it also gave me this opportunity to meet the people in my group and really get to know people. And I think that has really truly been the gift for me in doing the hot seat. So, you have to find something similar in your group that you can feel like you're having an impact, and you're, giving of yourself to provide and help the people in your group. And so finding something that is specifically in tune with you and what you do, I think is the key. So, like, I like this idea of a guided meditation, and maybe you could have meditation Mondays where, you do a live meditation with everybody in the group to start off the week. And it could be with a different focus every Monday, right? So that the meditation is for self-love, or the meditation is for protection, or, whatever the case may be. And you're the meditation expert. I'm just throwing ideas out.
Great ideas, yeah.
But then people get used to that schedule and go, oh, I love Mondays. I love starting my week doing that meditation with Angie, because, it empowers me, or it makes me feel good. Right. And then figure out, once you get that rolling, figure out what else you can do. I'm trying to think now, of course I blank, but something that you're offering to have, maybe even a live discussion every week,
Right.
where people can ask you questions. Do a live Q&A, like my friend and business partner Kesley does karmic coffee with Kesley. And because she's intuitive, because she's a healer, she does this coffee every week, which we're going to be bringing into my group, where people get to ask for messages from loved ones who've passed, or ask, what is meant for them in a certain decision that they're trying to make, or whatever. So Kesley uses her intuitive psychic abilities to be able to help and serve people. So they come into this karmic coffee with her for half an hour every week, and they're able to ask their questions. So maybe a Q&A in having a discussion or support group would give people that power of being with like-minded people who understand what they've been through, and understand what they're currently going through, so that they have somewhere safe to go with someone who is facilitating that and can help them. So in creating some of these things for your group, that's what makes your group special. And that's what makes it easier for you to entice more people into your group, because you're saying, we do meditations on Monday together, and every week it's about a different form of empowerment. And every Thursday we do a live Q&A, or a live group session where we vent, we talk, we put things out there to help and support each other, and we talk about this difficult topic. And then people are like, oh yeah, actually I could use that kind of thing, right? And it gives people this area, space to be them, to feel the love, to build community. And that's what I instruct all my clients on when they're starting a Facebook group or creating that, is really think of it from a perspective of building a community.
Right. That's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah.
So like that is the most important thing to me, building rapport, building a community so that it's a place where people feel comfortable to go and happy to be there because of the support, because of the type of people that are in that group, and because of what you're providing to that group.
Right.
So that's step one.
Yeah.
Step two is getting your message out there. So how comfortable are you doing live videos?
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
Great.
Because the more you can do them, the better, especially live on your Facebook wall, because not everybody sees them when they happen, but somebody might tune in at different times. So if you're constantly, putting yourself out there, doing, a short 10-minute, Facebook live or Instagram live, whatever platforms you use, then people start tuning in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even if it's not for them, they might know somebody and say, hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
Susie, go and check out this person's profile, or like this, or follow them, because this is totally what you need. And especially in the area of healing, I know I do it. If I know somebody, I'll say, you know what, you should check out this group, or you should check out this profile, because this person's doing some awesome work in this area. So the more you get out there, the more word is going to travel, especially because we live in a video in a video world, right? When you think of young people, they're always either on TikTok,
Yeah.
YouTube, right?
Yeah.
They're watching some video. Excuse me. So, doing more of that is
Right.
going to start bringing more eyes to what you're doing. And then step three, um, what does your posting schedule look like? Like, how often do you post? What are you posting?
I think that says it all, right? It's as and when I have the time to post is the current schedule. I am ashamed to say and admit, but it is what it is. So I did try and be consistent with my group and like a post weekly. I haven't kept that up, but that is something I definitely need to moving forward. One a massive thing that you've just said there, which really has like struck a chord with me, is about building a community. Because of course the survivors are looking for their tribe, right? They're
Yeah,
looking for this like-minded group that is their safety net. So to encourage that camaraderie and that group support, where come on, let's all jump on a call together. Yeah, let's have this chat. Creating the group dynamic is down to me. I can do that. Will be actually quite huge. Whereas I've always seen it as, oh, I just turn up and I just like say a few words. Whoever wants to listen, they'll listen when they want. But instead, to have this community vibe, I think that would be really cool. Yeah,
yeah,
thanks.
yeah.
Cool.
And it's such a great way to promote the group and get people into the group.
Yeah.
So, um, do you friend people and have like join people, have people join your like your Facebook, so that they're seeing what you put out there? Do you
Yeah.
do that
Yeah.
on a daily basis?
This is the thing. They find me from like other channels. Maybe like they saw a post on LinkedIn, or they've come through Meetup, which is my main channel for getting the leads to come in. This is the main place where people will find me, is via Meetup, because there's like support workshops there. And through there, they find me, and then they come onto my private Facebook group. But through my own personal like profile, which is the one that you've tagged me into, there's literally nothing there, so nobody would really even think to look there. I don't even explain what I do. So blatantly, I need to be more visible on my own Facebook page, so people even know I exist. And then I can invite people following any conversations I have, which is
Yes.
obviously what I'm not doing. I need to, right?
That is a big thing I do with my clients,
Yeah.
is your profile is kind of your business card of 2021, right? Like we don't have business cards so much anymore.
No, 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 no.
Now people look you up and they see what's on your profile. So make sure that your profile is set up to explain who you are and what you do. So, you know, I always say the profile picture should be you, not anything else. People want to know who, especially dealing with something like the topics that you deal with. People want to know they can trust you, right? So they want to know, who is this person who's telling me I can heal and that I can get on with my life. So you always want a picture of you. You want to promote your group on your Facebook profile. So the the um, the cover photo should be of your group, promoting your group, telling people how to get into your group, so that when they click on that picture or where you say click here, it opens up and you'll put the link there so people can go directly to it. So if they stumble on your profile and say, oh yeah, this is a group that I need, they can find it easily and get in there quickly.
Gotcha.
And then you want to make sure in the bio on your Facebook profile that you write, you only get a little bit, like you
It's like
can't
2
write a
lines,
whole
isn't
lot.
it?
So you've got to find an interesting way to explain what you do in very few words. So basically it's kind of like what you would put on your business card as well, what you do, so that people look at it immediately and go, ah, that's what she specializes in. Right? Because that glance, when people creep your Facebook profile, that glance should tell them everything they need to know as to whether or not they want to follow you, join your group, how to find you or contact you.
Right.
So make your Facebook profile that business card, so that it's easy for people to find you and find your group. So if you want, use my profile, like go to my profile to see how I have it set up, and set yours up in the same way so that people can click and get into your group instantly if that's what they're looking for.
Wow, right.
Does that make sense?
Perfect sense. Yeah. It's pretty much like there, isn't it? It's like a tool that you could be using all the time, and I've just not made most of it. Right.
Well, and that's the thing, is so many people don't think about it because you've got
Yeah.
all these things going on of what you should be doing, that sometimes it's the simplest thing that we overlook because we're so busy putting all this other stuff together, which is why I'm here to say, okay, but go do this first, because that's what people land on first.
Right. Got you. Yeah.
Yeah. So sell yourself, basically, is what you're doing. You're saying, here I am, this is me, and this is what I do. And then going live, like doing those live videos, are so important to building rapport, because people get a sense of who you are as a person through your live videos.
So am I doing the live videos on my personal profile as well as like in the group? Because the
Yeah.
group lives would be specialized, wouldn't it? The Q&A, whatever I've arranged with the members. But then on my own profile, it would just be like generically, look, this is the things I've done this week. This is what I
Yeah.
do. Yeah, right.
Yeah. And you can even plan that ahead of time. And I'm not saying you have to do it daily, but when you start doing it a little bit more regularly, people will tune in. And you can keep it short and sweet. It doesn't have to be long every time. Although I have been told that if you can make it to 11 minutes is when Facebook deems it, worthy or must be important information, and the algorithm switches for you and it gets out to more people. So 11 minutes is the target, but it does, like, that doesn't mean it has to be, because anytime you go live, anybody who is a friend on Facebook gets this notice that you're going live. So, if they have a second, they're like, oh yeah, what's this about? And they may tune in. So you can plan it ahead of time. I try to plan it in my schedule when I'm doing my posts, because I pre-plan my posts as well. And I pre-schedule them so that I don't have to think about them once I've scheduled them. that for the week they go out when I've scheduled them, and I've put aside a chunk of time to put those posts together, and then my scheduler sends it out.
Oh, so nice. It's so
Glorious.
true. Yeah, yeah.
Um, so I think about, okay, if I'm doing a live, what am I going to do? And I try to think ahead of time, or I make a list of all the things I could talk about in the lives. And so, part of it is that interviews are great, like bringing on special guests, because it's not just you, the pressure's taken off of you a little bit. Um, and it's just a way to have a conversation with people. So it could be, somebody who works in the same area as you and you have a conversation. It could be, a client that you bring on to have a discussion about something that they've learned, or a breakthrough, or, think of all those things that might be interesting to other people, to have them see, and use that as part of your script going forward. And eventually you can start repeating the same information, because just because you've talked about gaslighting in one live doesn't mean that everybody saw it. And
That's right.
so, a couple weeks down the road, you can do it again and
Yeah,
talk about it, and different things might come from
yeah,
it, and
exactly.
different people will tune in.
Yeah,
So you can start repurposing and recycling that information, because it's a constant. You need to educate people on it, and people need to hear and understand and discuss and all those things. So you can plan that out. And if I can encourage you,
yeah.
is to try to post more regularly.
Oh yeah, I know. I need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just because, and not just on your page, but find groups where your ideal client hangs out. So you're looking for people who are dealing with narcissists, and so where would they hang out? They might be in groups for
Oh,
mental health,
yeah, yeah, yeah. There are
or
many forums for narcissistic abuse recovery, and the other really great area is obviously like a meditation, because I literally use meditation for the recovery plan. So it's does suit people interested in meditation and spirituality, but who are suffering from that. So actually, both of those, yeah, forums which address both of those areas would be great starting points for sure.
yeah, and hang out in those groups, see what kinds of questions they're asking, what they're struggling with, and go in there with the purpose of helping and serving, right? Answering those questions, or giving them some sort of help that may get them out of that struggle that they're in at that time, and start building relationships with those people. And also in those groups, post some value posts, like posts that give valuable information, because those people who have groups are going to be grateful that you are also adding content
Hmm.
and offering value in their groups. And then those people are going to start seeing your value as well. Like the people in those groups are going to see your value. And then they're going to go, I keep seeing Angie in all these different groups, and I really like what she's saying, and I like her messaging and stuff. And they're going to go to your Facebook page and go, what does she do? And they're going to see your business card on your Facebook page, and
Yeah.
they're going to friend you, or they're going to follow you, or they're going to want to join your group as well. So, being in other groups where your ideal client is hanging out is super important, because you're starting to build those relationships,
Hmm.
and creating fans basically from what you're posting. Even if it's in other groups, people are seeing the value that you have to bring to the table.
Right, right. Well, that's just it, because like a lot of people that join me, they say, "Do you know, I didn't even know what you did. I don't even know what you do. I looked up your profile. It's like, what exactly do you do these days?" And it's like, oh, that's shocking, because I've obviously not made that clear.
Right.
Yeah,
So make it clear, so people have no question about what it is that you do, and you'll start to notice a difference in sort of, I know it's overwhelming, and I've sort of given you a bunch
No,
of
no, it's
information
great.
all at once.
Gratefully received. Yeah.
When you start getting those wheels turning and gaining that momentum, things will turn around really quickly, right? It'll, as you're sort of in the process of putting this all together, you'll be going, whoa, how did I get this many added people to my group? Or how did this happen? Because you will be gaining that momentum, and it will happen quickly.
Gotcha.
So
I'm
it's
glad to
about
hear
building trust, building community, building relationships, right? And going out and serving. And then not being afraid to offer your programs, the things that you're putting together, because you need to also make money. So, you
that.
know, you build those relationships and get people into your group. If you don't sell or try to sell, and I say it because everybody goes like, oh, sell.
Yeah.
And,
Right. I was the same. I've changed now a bit, but yeah, I was the same.
well, and this is what I say to everybody to help sort of shift that mindset is, you are doing a disservice by not telling them what you do
Yeah.
and not telling them of your programs or selling your whatever it is, because people need it. There are people who need what you do. And so imagine, what if you don't sell your program, let's say, there's somebody out there who needs to heal, who needs to understand the process of how to get them through that. And if you don't tell them, they're going to stay in the same place. They're not going to get better. They're not going to get the help that they need.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a disservice in not offering what
Yeah.
it is that you do and your services.
Absolutely, yeah. In fact, a lot of clients that I actually end up working with, they tell me, how come everybody doesn't know about this? Or like, why don't like you tell everyone? And it's like, oh, it's like work in progress, or they kind of know where to find me if it comes to it, or they find me through like meetup and stuff. But it's true, even they're like telling me like, oh gosh, you should really tell loads of people about it, the way it works, because it's not even clear like
Yeah.
this thing exists, and it's not until like they've really gone through it that they really experience the value of it and how transformational it is. It's not obvious that this even is available for them. You're right. Yeah, because some people, that's the only way they're gonna click. It's gonna click for them because it's so like fragile and technical in many ways that it does need like an expert hand.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And all those people that just you said that to you, like, how do
Yeah.
everybody, you're getting testimonials from them, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I do. Yeah.
That's an important step too, right? Because when they're saying, how doesn't everybody know about this?
Yeah.
That right away you're like, can you give me that in a video testimonial
Yeah.
so that you can use that in your post and say, look what people are saying who've worked with me. Look at how this has transformed this person's life,
Right.
right? Don't just take my word for it.
Yeah.
This is somebody who worked with me, and see what they're saying, right? We always look to the reviews before we purchase any. I don't know about you. I do. I look at the
Yeah,
reviews,
we do. Yeah. Yeah, we do.
right? And you're like, oh, okay. So this person is saying that this was hugely transformational. Maybe it's what I need.
Yeah.
Right? It's so important. Other people speaking to what you do is super important as well, because you can say it till you're blue in the face. The minute somebody else says it, then, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They'll trust somebody else because, of course, you're going to say your program is great.
Yeah, but if someone says it, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so use it to your advantage. Make sure you're putting it out there so that your people see what others are saying about you and the work that you're doing.
Cool. I'm there. I'm doing it. Registered.
Awesome. Well, and I will be touting you to a
All
bunch
right.
of people
Yeah.
as well, because like I said, I know people who are in the thick of it, and don't even realize it themselves and need you. So I will be for sure letting people know. And of course, this is going to post to my YouTube channel. We're going to post it with all your links and stuff, so that people who watch this, who are saying, yeah, I need to find her, they're going to be able to find you easily as well.
Cool. Oh, that's fantastic.
So I'm excited for you because, like I said, it's really transformational work that you're doing. Um, and it's, sorry, my dog is like,
No, it's
he
okay.
can sense when I'm wrapping things up, and he always creates a ruckus. You are such a bad boy. Yeah, it's a good thing you're cute. I always say, leave it to me to have a vocal dog as a voice.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
very vocal. He tells me off always, frequently. Um, anyway, so back to you. I'm excited about what you're doing because, like I said, this is such important work, and um,
and
I
I love your work too, by the way, Diva. It's like so important. It's like what I've just said, isn't it? A lot of people know what they're doing, they just don't know how to voice it. Literally, they have no way to project what it is they do. They've got great ideas in their head, they've
yes.
got amazing ideas on paper, but it's not there. It's not like, executed through voice. So again, with you as well, you really do need this stuff that you're doing. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And it's funny. I like the way you just said that. I actually may use that as
Yeah,
as a testimonial, because it's true, and we don't recognize it sometimes because we're again in the thick of it and
yeah,
creating and doing all these things,
yeah,
and we don't understand. Sometimes we just need somebody to say, this is where you're at. Just do
yeah.
this,
Yeah, I love it. That's
right?
amazing.
And
Yeah,
then you're like, oh my
yeah,
God, that's so easy. Are you kidding me?
yeah, I
But that's
know.
all we need. We need somebody to go, okay, no, no, no. Shh, shh. Shut all the voices down and just focus on this. And I needed that as well. Like I needed somebody when I finished a course and I was, putting my business online, I was so overwhelmed.
That's
And
it.
I was like, I
Oh, right.
didn't know what to do next.
No.
And I needed somebody to go, okay, yep, you've got lots of great ideas, put them aside
Yeah,
and do this first.
yeah,
Set up your profile, do this, do that, right? And so that's what I'm trying to remember what I was like so that I can help people who are in that same position,
okay.
because it's overwhelming, and it's a hard road. It's exciting, especially when it lights you up, but being an entrepreneur is not for the meek.
No, it isn't. I do. Boy, do I know it now. Yeah. I'm
Oh
glad
yeah.
I didn't know before because I don't think I would have taken the leap. So it's probably done me good to have the sweet oblivion because I thought, oh, it's going to be nice. And it's like real hard work. But I'm glad I didn't know. But equally, it's fine. Now I'm ready for the ride, Diva. Yeah, but you're so right. It's not for the faint hearted at all. Yeah, you've got to
Oh
remember this, right?
yeah, I totally agree with you. And I like that sweet oblivion. Yep, that's kind of where I was at. And you're right. If I had known
I want to do it.
just how complicated, not complicated, but just how much work is involved, I may have gone, oh, I don't know. But now that I'm in it, I love it. I wouldn't
Yeah,
change it for
that's
anything.
I know. Yeah.
Uh, there's such a power in it as well, especially when you're doing something as transformative as what you are. My dog, I swear to God. He wants to play tug of war right now, is what he's like, you're ignoring me. Anyway, well, I'm super glad that you were able to do this with me today. Like I said, I love doing the hot seat because I really get to know the people in the group. And so getting to know you today and what you're doing it means a lot to me because my own personal experience, obviously, and knowing that there's people like you out there who are helping, the me's of the world, is so super, super important.
Thank you.
Um, there's a lot of healing that needs to happen, I think, in the world right now.
Oh
And
yeah.
so the more that I meet people who are going out with the purpose of helping people heal, it warms my heart, because I'm like, yes, okay, there's support out there. There is community. There is things where people can go to get the help they need. And so I'm so grateful for you, and for you being in the
Likewise.
group, and for doing what you do.
Thank you. No, and thank you. And likewise too. Yeah, love your work. I've loved being here. It's been way fun.
Amazing. Oh,
I'm
stop you.
excited for what's happening next, because totally I'm going to take on board your excellent advice, and let's see how this transpires. I'll keep you posted, Tiva, so you can see it firsthand.
Yes, do please keep me, and you know, even post in the group, let us know what's happening and how things have changed, um, because I think it's important for all of us to stay committed to seeing each other's growth and celebrating that together, right? I want to celebrate with people, and so yeah, post in the group and let us know, and definitely we're going to keep in touch. Like I said, I already know people I'm going to send to your group, so there's going to be some growth happening for you, and I'm super excited for you.
Me too.
Awesome. So I will love you and leave you, because apparently my dog
It's
wants
called
to, yeah, he wants to do his thing. Okay, relax. Come here. See? Say, I'm the one causing all this problem.
No, where's my time?
Yeah, that's it, right? He's like, you're always on the, well, I was gonna say on the phone. Not, we don't use the phone anymore. But he's like, you're ignoring me. Anyway, back to real life. So thank you so much for being here in the hot seat. And I will send you the link when it's on YouTube. And I'm excited to celebrate you and all that you're doing. And we'll celebrate you in the group as well.
Yeah, totally. I'm there.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Hansel. And I'll see you,
Thank you
on Facebook. Right. Okay, thank you. Bye now.
Okay, bye.